Disappointing day for us. Not how we wanted to perform. While at the same time, you got to compliment those guys because it unfolded in the manner in which they desired for it to. And oftentimes in games like this, man, the teams that win, the game unfolds more to their personality than the opponent. And no question, the game unfolded in the manner in which we talked about the style of play that they like to play. As far back as I talked to you guys on Tuesday, I thought they did a really good job of staying on schedule on offense and being in manageable third downs that allowed them to win enough of those third downs or to reduce you in those circumstances where you can't create splash. On the other side of the ball, we didn't win enough possession downs to be competitive, man. You can't start games, I think 0-5 on third down and think that you're going to have the type of day that you desire. You got to win the weighty downs. And it's just more than just to kind of identifying that component, man. It was a failure on our part in all areas. We got to coach better. We got to play better. We talked about a lot of the things and worked on a lot of the things that unfolded in the ways that we didn't want them to. And so we go back to the drawing board. We accept responsibility, obviously, for the outcome. We compliment those guys on the quality work that they did. We absorb the negativity that comes with how we perform today, and we go back to work. We got to prepare them better. They got to play better. And that's just the reality of it. We got kicked in the teeth today in a lot of ways. Got some injuries to speak of. Cam has got a groin, Leal has got a tricep or arm injury being evaluated. Muth has got a chest injury. Chooks went down late. It's probably in the concussion protocol. Don't have a lot of information there. And Deontay went down with a hamstring. So we'll assess those things, particularly as we plan and move into next week and get ready to answer for this. I'll pause and open it up for questions.
Beyond the third downs, what was some of the inconsistencies or what was going on offensively that you couldn't get anything going in the first?
It's just that. You don't have enough snaps, man. You're going 3 and out. You can talk about run game, but the run game issues were not enough snaps because we were 3 and out. We got to win the weighty downs. Everyone has to win the weighty downs. That's the lifeblood of ball possession, and we didn't do a good enough job today on either side, but particularly how we started offensively. Not good.
You talked about McCaffrey coming in, and I guess he lived up to your worst fears, right? Or your defense didn't do very good against him.
Yeah, when we're not possessing the ball, man, that's going to happen. We got to do a better job on those weighty downs to minimize our exposure to him, and we got to do a better job on both sides of the ball on those weighty downs to limit our exposure to him. We got to get off on defense. We got to convert on offense, man. Just look at the time of possession. I think last time I looked up, it was 36 or something to 22 something. The day is going to unfold the way you desire it when it's lopsided like that, and it boils down to possession down play.
You think schematically they were deficient as well as from a performance perspective, especially?
I don't care how you cut it, man. We all swim in the same waters, meaning us players and coaches. And so that's how I started the opening. We all got to do better. And so it is schematic, it is performance, it's all of the above.
Mike, Kenny was pretty accurate throughout the preseason and training camp. Seemed to have some high throws today or was just off on some of them. What do you attribute to that?
It doesn't matter. We got to perform better. We do. We didn't, particularly on possession downs.
Did the 49ers do anything you didn't expect, or did they just kind of attack you the way you thought?
The game kind of unfolded to their personality, and so obviously anytime you step into a stadium, there's an element of the unknown, the unexpected. But largely, they played to their personality, and they did a better job of it than we did ours.
How would you assess the offensive line play today?
It's a tough thing to dissect and isolate because so many other things are going on. If you're not winning possession down play, you're not going to get a true evaluation of a lot of components of the things that you like to evaluate. And so you can say that about the run game. You can say that about the offensive line. If you're not accumulating additional snaps. You don't have an opportunity to gain rhythm and develop the personality that you desire. And so the importance of the weighty downs is probably highlighted in my inability to answer that as I sit here.
You talked many times this training camp about not having the luxury of warming up to things. Would you say the way that this game started was a failure in that area?
Yeah.
Even though that was a focus, is there anything that you can attribute that to?
It's just as I described, the weighty downs.
Anyone else? From a physicality standpoint, what made San Francisco's offensive line so effective in kind of getting that first push on your defensive line today? It became a time of possession component of it as well. The defense that's on the grass is going to die on the vine in early September. They did a lot of things well, but I don't know if anything specifically in the areas of which you're talking about. It was an accumulation of things, variables, if you will.
A couple ill-timed slips in the first quarter. Was that something or just random?
Again, we're not looking for comfort. It's all of the above. The end result is the end result, and so we own it all. We're not trying to isolate it or, blame any component of it.
Anyone else? All right, we'll bring Kenny and Tito.
All right.